It is difficult, when faced with a situation you cannot control, to admit that you can do nothing. Recently, I dealt with the passing of a friend of mine. They were young and their death untimely, but not entirely unexpected. As with most young death, it left a taste of unjustification in my mouth. They were a kind and caring person who was funny and creative, and I wish that I had utilized my time getting to know them better. I had met this person through doing Philip DeFranco's Like Totally Awesome movie club. So up until this point, I had known them for several years. They didn't live close to me, so our friendship wavered in its ferocity due to distance and our conflicting schedules. This passing has really thrown into sharp relief for me how fragile and short life can really be, and how totally not invincible I am. I mean, I understood death was always a thing, but this is the first person who I knew that was around my age on a personal level, who I actually had attachment to, who has died. This has caused me to be more open with friends of mine in telling them how much I actually care about them and how important they are in my lives, and maintaining contact with these people. The day that our friend had passed, the past movie clubbers got together and we held a group video chat where I got to talk to people, some of whom I hadn't seen in literal years. And despite such a tragedy occurring, some good had come out of it. One of the things I don't think any of us had really anticipated, though, is dealing with death in a digital era. This friend of mine that had passed was very active on social networks. They had a Tumblr, a Twitter, a YouTube, Facebook, all of that. Immediately following their passing, their Facebook obviously blew up with posts and tags and comments and things like that. And it was just a consistent reminder of their passing and that had happened. As with most things, as time started to go on, those posts became less and less frequent. What has not stopped, however, is that this person had an automated horoscope attached to their Twitter. And at 4 a.m. Eastern Time, every single morning, this person's ghost Twitter tweets. I don't know how I'm supposed to react in this situation. I don't know if I'm supposed to unfollow this Twitter account, but I feel like it's slighting to this person's memory if I do. But every single morning when I wake up and scroll through the tweets that happened overnight, it's also a consistent reminder that that person's no longer there. It's weird to me because I can go back and look through the archive on this person's Tumblr or look through past uploaded videos on this person's YouTube, none of which have been removed or taken down, and just look at the progression of their life that led to the point of when they no longer existed. Photos have always existed, and you could go through photo albums and see pictures of people's lives, but it's just so weird that I have such access to this person who's no longer there, and I can continually watch what they did on this daily basis, up until the day right before they died. Eventually, social networks come and go as they do, and I'm sure we'll move on to a new and better Twitter, and this person's automated horoscopes will cease to exist. But until that time, I have a carefully documented and archived history of this person's online persona and life, in addition to a constant daily reminder that this person will no longer encourage me to post butt selfies on the internet or tell me how hot I am when I'm feeling kind of down. And I can't be there for this person to do the same for them, or to encourage them to drunkenly paint and mail those paintings to me. Tragedy happens to everyone, and death's an inevitable part of life. But it should be interesting to see where everything goes in this digital era that we live in when dealing with digital death. That being said, it's not just my friends that I would like to remind how much I love and adore them. You, the people who watch me, I love and adore you too, and I'm ever so grateful that you listen to the bullshit I spew out of my mouth and tune in week after week.